guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taisha. On today's video we are doing a full face of BH Cosmetics. I don't know why I said we. By we I mean me, but you guys are with me, you know. So today I'm showing you guys how to get this purple dream makeup look. Even though I'm not a fan of purple, for not being a fan of purple, I am doing a lot of purple makeup looks, but you guys requested this video or this tutorial from my last video, so here it is. I'm also doing a full face of BH Cosmetics and using their makeup brushes. I want to test out their whole brand and see what's good and what's not. So we're using a lot of affordable makeup for today's look. Everything I mentioned will be listed below. There are some things I didn't have or didn't like, so I did substitute. You guys will see that, you know, throughout the video. But that's it. Let's go ahead and hang out together. So I'm doing my brows with you guys on camera since I do want to try out the Studio Pro brow pencil. I got this in the shade brunette. Hopefully it's good. You guys, I used to not like drugstore like brow pencils back in the day. They were just not good at all, and now it's all I use. I love the elf one, the NYX one, it's really good. I also like Milani. I feel like I'm forgetting another one. Oh, Wet n Wild has a really good one, and hopefully this one's good as well. So before I do my brows, I like to outline them first. Honestly, this is gonna be such a lifesaver if you haven't done it and you have like a similar brow type to mine. Hopefully my brows turn out good. Every time I do them on camera, they look awful. So let me get a mirror. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start by outlining my brows, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out. By the way, I am going to be using BH Cosmetics brushes, but right now I am using my typical brow brushes. This doesn't change. I always use the AOA Studio E128 or the E122. They're amazing for brows. So I'm going to go ahead and just blend it out. And then I'm going to go in with the brow pencil. Okay, so I have one brow done, and honestly, I really like how thin the brow pencil it is, and it's doing my brows really nice. I think this was only $3. I'll have everything linked below for you guys, but so far, you guys, so good. So I'm gonna start by taking the Weekend Vibes brushes. This looks something like this. It comes with 11-piece brush set. You get face brushes, eye brushes, just a bunch of stuff. So this is what I'm going to be using. I also went ahead and added primer already. I am using a very light base because I want my eyeshadows to look really intense. And of course, I'm going to go in with my Cotton Candy palette. And the first eyeshadow I want is this color right here. This is such a beautiful palette, you guys. I just knew I needed it when I saw it because I don't have anything like this really. And this color is called Confection. So I'm going to go ahead and start pressing this in on the crease. You also can get this on Ulta, which is pretty cool. So if you don't like it, you can return it a lot faster. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. And then I'll start doing little circular motions, blending everything out, going away from the face. Remember, the key to any colorful look, it's going to be you pack it in. If you really want the eyeshadows to look very intense, it is going to take some time, but it's worth it. I have used this palette before. You guys saw me on my last video, and you guys, this palette is so good. They are creamy mattes. They're definitely pigmented, and again, the color selection is very unique. I'm now switching brushes to the number 9 brush. I'm going to use this just to blend out the edges. I recommend you take a clean brush and then go over everything so everything just looks a lot more blended. So I'm now going to take the color Sugar Plum, which is such a beautiful lilac color. It reminds me a lot of my top. This is actually what inspired this whole look, my top. I love doing that, you guys, getting like a clothing item and just like matching my eyeshadow to it. So I'm going to be taking the number 6 brush, tap X's, look down, and I'm going to put this right here on the crease. I'm going to go ahead and feel where it's at, like my eye socket. It kind of sounds really gross, but I'm going to go ahead and put it right there. And as you guys can see how pigmented these are, you do not need a lot of product in your brush. I'm honestly very impressed with this palette. This one and the green one are definitely my favorite ones. I still haven't tried the neutral one. I'm sure it's going to be good since it's just a neutral one. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more of this shadow right here. And this is mainly what I'm using to make sure everything looks as blended as possible. So far, everything's working out really, really good. Just gonna make sure everything's as blended as I can get it. So once I do that, I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is the 7 brush. This is also very good to contour your nose. So I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's called Light and Airy. So I'm gonna tap X's, and I'm just gonna focus this here on the center of my eye. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this and this one and mix them. Yeah, I like it mixed better than by itself. I do wish this palette had a blue. I feel like it's missing a good like blue shade. So I'm gonna go and apply some mascara. I did buy the Stellar Lash Mascara. This is a volumizing mascara and I got it in the shade black. I also bought the travel size because I want to see if it's worth, you know, spending $2 extra for getting the full size. So this is what it looks like. This is the applicator. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced one, the Better Than Sex mascara, even though it's not even a good mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on the lashes and see how it looks like. I usually like more lengthening mascaras because I do not have like the best lashes ever. So lengthening mascaras really do make my lashes look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, and also while I wait for that, I'm gonna apply some lashes. They did have lashes, but they completely sold out of all of them, or at least like the more dramatic ones when I was shopping for all this stuff. It'll be my go-to, so I'm just gonna go with this one. This is actually what I was wearing too on the last tutorial, last video on the Too Faced foundation review. Okay, so while I wait for my lashes to get just a little bit tacky, I am gonna apply some primer. I recently been liking the Dominique Cosmetics JD Weighty collection. It's a really good hydrating primer. And I really like the way it feels on my skin, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit. This isn't like oily skin friendly, but it does make your makeup look a lot prettier. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this on my face. I kind of use it as a moisturizer in a way since it dries pretty fast. And then just for my pores, I'm gonna be using the Hard Candy Smoothing Primer. I don't think BH Cosmetics had any primers, and if they did, I'm telling you guys, everything was sold out. That's something about BH Cosmetics. A lot of their stuff gets sold out pretty fast because everything goes on sale for like $5, $3, you know? Right, and I think right now my lashes are good to go. So I usually like to go like this, and then I'm just gonna look down and apply my lashes. So it's time for some foundation. I did buy the BH foundation. I got the color Golden Toffee. I do have to say it's a little bit hard to find your shade because they do not have them swatched, or I think they do, but they do not have the name on them. I don't know, it was just hard for me to find my shade. So hopefully this one matches me. This is called the Naturally Flawless, so I'm expecting something for the natural girls, you know, and not for my dramatic ass. But I'm still gonna try it out. This says it's new and improved. It has hyaluronic acid to help keep skin hydrated. It says the lightweight formula imparts a natural looking satin finish and provides medium to full coverage. So you had me at medium to full coverage. That's how you know it's a new foundation, when this takes a while. Okay, that's a weird like pump. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Okay, so I applied like 30 pumps, and then this is the color. Let's go ahead and swatch it. I don't think this is gonna be my color, but you know what? We're gonna make it work because this is all I have. Ooh, this is low-key very pretty, you guys. Blending this out, it is giving you a more like coverage. You see, I don't mind like a dewy foundation as long as it gives me coverage. Sometimes I feel like you do have to like sacrifice one or the other one. But this one looks very, very pretty. So this is what it looks like with the one layer of foundation and no foundation. Let me go ahead and go like this so you guys can really see my skin. So this is how my skin looks like, and this is how it looks with one layer of foundation. You know, color actually matches me pretty good. I did just self tan. I bought a new self tanner, you guys, from Bondi Sands, the brand that I always like. But this self tanner, I got it like the foam one. It comes with like the gray container, and it was so weird because when you first apply it, you're legit gray. Like, it makes you gray. I was like low-key nervous. But then the next day you wash it off and it gives you like the prettiest olive undertone. And go ahead and move on to the concealer. This is the Studio Pro Concealer. Total Coverage Concealer. It says high imperfection, neutralize discoloration and brighten up your complexion. So that's what it says, and I got this in the shade 113. Again, very hard to pick up your shade if I'm being honest. This is nice. This is what it looks like, and I'm gonna see how it applies. Feels very thick. I think I'm using a little bit too much, so I'm gonna go ahead and calm down. I think this is supposed to be a fuller coverage concealer. Coverage of this concealer is actually very, very nice. I like this way better than the foundation because it's helping neutralize everything on my face. So this is what the complexion products look like with no like powder or anything. Definitely very, very dewy and very like hydrating. I do have to say I'd rather use the concealer than the foundation. Concealer blended out great, the color is great. Again, I picked up the shade 113 and it gives you a very nice coverage. Is it like my favorite complexion products? Definitely not. I still way rather like the brow pencil and the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything. I am gonna be using my Ilia setting powder. This is cruelty free, you guys, and it's also made of good ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use this to set the under eye. Alrighty, and then for the rest of my face, I am going to be going with some pressed powders I picked up. These are the Studio Pro again. These are matte finishing pressed powders, and I got this in the shade, I actually got two shades because again I couldn't figure it out. So I got a lighter shade, and this low-key reminds me of MAC packaging. This is in the color 235. Looks like that. And then I picked up a lighter color in 215, and this one looks like this. So those are differences. I'm definitely not 215, so I'm just gonna go in with 235. Well, this is actually very dark, so I am gonna mix both of them to create my perfect shade. There is a in-between shade between 215 and 235, but they were completely out of stock, so I just had to buy, you know, what they had. I do like the pressed powders. I feel like they're very nice quality, but I do not like the shade range. I wish they could expand a little bit more. So you guys already know I love these bronzers. So these are the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronze Satin Finish Bronzers. Such good quality bronzers. I have done my top 5 drugstore bronzers. I feel like I've been saying that word so much. But this one's, I did not include them because I do not know why, because I did only 5. I like doing 5 because I feel like 10 is just too much, so 5 is like perfect. So if you guys haven't watched the video, make sure you guys go and check it out. And these bronzers are very, very good. So I'm gonna go with the shade Bronze Babe, and I'm just gonna use this to contour the skin. I am noticing, you guys, that this foundation has emphasized so much of my pores and textures, which of course no product's gonna get rid of them, but girl, they do look very like there. But this color is super pretty. Bronze Babe is one of my favorite ones, and then I'm gonna use Golden Gal just to blend everything out a little bit more and to like tone down the color. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. BH Cosmetics has amazing blushes. I actually own 3 of them, so I'm gonna show you guys which ones I really like. So this is the Nude Blush 10 color palette. This is something I really recommend, especially if you like MAC blushes and their colors. This kind of gives you the same vibe right here. Very medium tan skin, girl friendly, so I really like that one. I also love the Blushing in Bali one. This one looks something like this. This color is so beautiful. They're pigmented, creamy, and they do not emphasize texture. And then my newest discovery is this all matte peach palette. It's called the Bellini palette, and it comes with a bunch of beautiful peachy shades, you guys. So delicious and highly recommend. And I also like how they're matte, so they do not emphasize texture. So I'm gonna go with the Nude Blush palette only because this is such a boom palette that I do not want anything crazy. I'm just gonna go with the same brush I apply my bronzer, and I'm gonna go in with this color and this one. I love mixing the shades. Just create such a pretty light pink with nude undertone. Let me go ahead and finish off the eyes very quickly. I'm just gonna do what I did to the top to the bottom. I'm gonna start with the lightest color first in Confection and just blending that out. I'm grabbing the same number 6 brush and I'm gonna go in with Sugar Plum. And I'm just gonna make sure I pack this shade in because this is pigmented and it can quickly just go all over your face. And of course, for the waterline, I am gonna be using the LA Girl Shockwave liner in the shade Vivid. And I'm grabbing this pencil brush in the number 11 and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys these shimmers. Look how nice and pigmented they are. So I think I'm just gonna go in with this one in Fluff. So I did pick up this nude lip liner and that's legit what it's called. It's just called Nude. So I figured this one will be perfect for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. This low-key looks very like red. Look, that's what it looks like. You guys, this is definitely not a color for me. It's like a warm terracotta shade. So this color is perfect for every single day, but right now I don't really like it. But the actual formula, you guys, it's very creamy and long wearing. Look at that, it doesn't even want to come off. And I also bought this Cashmere Cream and I picked up like the most nude shade. Like I always tell you guys, drugstore shades are so hard to find a good nude, which is why I've done so many videos about that. But this is like the best example. They say nude, but it's like a more like warm terracotta shade on me. So I'm gonna apply tea. You see, this is more nude. And then that's what it looks like. Very, very nice formula. This color is throwing me off just a little bit because it has like a gray undertone. Yeah, this is so like not me. I do not like it, but if you guys like it, there you go. That's a lip combo for you. But I'm gonna go and cheat and just do my own lip combo. And this is what everything looks like with my lip combo on. I like it so much better. And then I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with my Skindinavia, the makeup finishing spray. This is one of the best oily skin setting sprays, or pretty much for everyone, honestly. Alright guys, so that is it. That is all I have for today's video. This is the final makeup look. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely love this palette. It's so good, you guys. It's so unique. It's only $18, which is more expensive, but definitely worth it. The mattes are very pigmented. Shimmers worked out great. I feel like this is a new formula because it's that good. I really like the makeup brushes. I feel like I picked up a good set. I feel like maybe this set is definitely missing more face brushes, you know, maybe another angled brush. But the brushes I did use I liked because they are not rough, you know, and they feel really soft and good quality. So I would recommend you guys check out BH Cosmetics brushes, and they have a bunch of sets. I also, of course, you guys, these are like staples in my collection. I love the bronzer and I love all the blush palettes. You will not be disappointed. Trust me, this is something I had for years and I will highly recommend you picked up. My least favorite stuff had to be the foundation and the lip products, only because the color selection was off for the lip products, but the actual formula of them is really good. I just hope they come out with more nudes, you know. I feel like drugstore brands do have like a more difficult time releasing nude colors that are flattering, which is why I have done like so many videos. Oh, and then another thing I did not enjoy is the foundation. It's just not for me, you guys. There's so many good foundations out there that I just wouldn't recommend you guys get this, if I'm keeping it honest. I also do not like the shade range on all their stuff. I feel like it's very limited and it's very hard to pick from, but I did like the pressed powders more than the foundation. It's just stuff that I have, so I may use, but I don't think I would say like go get this, best thing ever, you know, invest your money into this. So yeah guys, that is it. That is my review. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of this makeup look. Like I always tell you guys, you can look bomb using affordable makeup, so here is the proof of that. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. I hope you're all doing amazing and having a beautiful day or night whenever you're watching this video. And yeah guys, that is it from me. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.